Hello. Today I'm going to teach you guys about norm maps and to put them into Godot and how to use them. So yeah. But first I'm going to do a little next questions about what norm maps do. What is a norm map? A norm map is basically how to project the light onto sprites to make them look pretty, along with making the lighting much prettier. Basically, instead of the game just highlighting and tinting the sprites to the color of the light, it will actually like shine around, making it look nicer. I make a normal map. The colors on a normal map represent the texture of the sprite. In this tutorial, we will be using a sprite to paint normal maps onto our sprites. You can use other things. I'm using a sprite because that's the thing I use, and there's also like normal map palette. How can I put normal map onto ice sprite? Simply, when making the sprite diffuse, which is the normal sprite, in the normal map. What? Okay, sorry, I'm not the best at stuff and reading stuff. Basically, whenever you have the sprite, there's diffuse texture, which is just the regular, and the normal map, which doesn't show up. It just tells the game, like I've said this, how to basically project the light onto. But if I'm gonna be completely honest, you probably know what normal maps are because you're looking for the blah blah blah. Anyways, I'm gonna quickly go over to A Sprite, and I'm gonna show you how to paint normal maps on things. All right, here we have Charles. He's already in my little 2D game that I'm making for this uh, like tutorial series of stuff, and he might not be the best to show to paint normal maps on, but he should work. So, if you want to actually bring up the palette for normal maps, which this is my current palette down here, you just go to options and then normal map color wheel. Now, you can paint the normal map stuff. I would advise making a new layer. So I'm gonna name this normal, this diffuse. You don't have to name them, obviously. Now, depending on how we want the light to shine onto Charles, you paint it like onto. I don't think Charles might not be the best demonstration on how to actually paint them, but he should work pretty well. I'm gonna just speed it up of painting the stuff onto him. I also am going to say that I'm not the best at actually painting maps onto textures. I'm decent. I can definitely improve. I'm still decently into normal maps. I'm just trying to show you, like, generally how to put them into your game and stuff. All right, this is Charles' normal map being complete, which is pretty nice. um, I'm now just simply going to copy and paste it onto all these other sprites. I'm just going to cut until I'm done with that. Alright, I finished coloring in all of his things for the normal map. Now, I already have a 2D sheet of his thing, so I'm going to do export as a sprite sheet. Now we got this. Then we go to export. Export as. And then up here, I'm just going to add in normal. So it's just like distinguishing itself from the other sprites. Make sure though that you have like all of the same sprite frames. Like don't delete any. Okay, now I'm gonna go into Godot real quick, and I'm gonna just quickly cut in the video. So see you in a second, I guess. I am also just gonna quickly add that there are a lot of like generators you can put your sprite sheets into to paint the normal maps for you. So if you're not good at painting them like me, you can just do that. All right, now we are in Godot. I'm just gonna quickly create a sprite 2D real quick. Now over here, well, you do need the sprite to actually use normal maps. It's a little weird. At least that's like the only way I know. So go over here, just new canvas texture. Click this. Now you see diffuse and normal map. bring your diffuse texture, which is just the normal sprites, into here. And then your normal map is here. Now, this has the normal map. I'll quickly just get a light 2D. No. I don't use light 2Ds much, so. Okay, I am back now. For some reason, it wasn't working on the Charles sprite. I think it's just because his sprite for what the heck, his sprite thing for that was black, and yeah, it's not a big deal though. Now I will say, if I just bring the light over here, this is just another sprite I have with a normal map. You can see that it's kind of like reflecting off of it. Now this was the first normal map I ever made, so it's not gonna be that good, but you can kind of see like the light reflecting. Now, if I were to remove the normal map, you can see it looks like this. A lot uglier. Now, it looks really pretty and defined. Like, he looks more 3D now because you can kind of, like, see the shape whenever I shine the light around him, you know? Anyways, since it doesn't really matter for Charles, the normal map, but I might as well just do it. We go back in here. Now, the only way I know of to actually be able to, like, put normal maps onto an animated sprite 3D is whenever you go into here, click this button, then you should see save or save as. It will say a Trez. So I'm just gonna do Charles underscore normal. And it will save as a Trez. Now we do not need this sprite anymore. You go back into Charles, or whatever your character is, the animated sprite. And then you can just pull the sprites out of the Trez. And now, since this is the Trez, you'd be able to actually see the lighting. Now, since his entire sprite is black, it doesn't really work that way. So, yeah. I'm gonna quickly just demonstrate with like this stuff. So, I'm gonna cut in the video again.
Anyways, like I said before, you just go and do, save as at Trez. And I'm just going to throw these into an animated sprite real quick. This is the other sprite that actually had color. I already showed how to use an animated sprite in my last tutorial. Now, we can get rid of this. Come down here, so you get a point like that.
Now, even though this is on the anime sprite, it still has the 2D thing, and I can just play this animation. This isn't what actually plays in my main game, by the way. You can see it still has the animes. It still has the normal map sliding. Anyways, that's kind of just how normal maps work. It's pretty simple. It just kind of, it's a bit annoying because, I mean, whenever I try to find tutorials for it, I found like 2 that actually worked, but it was kind of weird. So I just want to try to simplify it down into an easier to understand way. Anyways, that is it. This one I think is a short one. Anyways, I'm gonna probably do another tutorial on platforming. I just wanted to do, or like on the platformer, I'll probably do like points and like little simple enemies and checkpoints and stuff like that. And that's kind of it for the tutorial today. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if this was helpful, and goodbye.